January 16th, 2026. I am now at my sister Gina's house, Ben and Gina, and we'll be crashing here for the night. I neglected to get my camera out of the car, so I'm opting to not include the time lapse with my entry today. Sorry about that. It was super foggy a great portion of the way here once the morning rolled around. So it probably doesn't look all that interesting anyway. Anyway, the topic of today, oh man, such a long preamble. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what I just read it. It's in my phone. I don't have my computer set up to check what it was. Let's see. Why? The topic of today. Okay, sorry. I don't know if this recording will stop. Let's see. Yeah, no, it won't let me do that. Okay, so apparently when you go to the other screen, it auto cuts. Good to know. Anyway, so looking at my note, I said that I'm going to get the phrasing different. Doesn't mean it's wrong, I guess, but algorithms influence our everyday lives. And that's all I wrote, but actually what I mean on a sort of a deeper level is that I think algorithms, or the algorithm, if you want to go with that terminology, might literally influence who we are as people. And I think I don't want to connect the chain completely here, connect the dots, as it were. But I will say this, I am quite aware that some of the music that I listen to is specifically because of the algorithm, which is cool. I think that it has helped me find quite a few artists and songs and just music in general that I really appreciate, that I think is really high quality stuff. That's one step, pretty easy, obvious thing to see, that how the algorithm has made some change in my life, some change that would not exist absent the algorithm. The other side of the step there, the other side of the equation, and this is just two bridging thoughts here, is that music can change people in a very real way. I think the music we choose to listen to, or the music we do listen to, whether we choose it or not, has subtle influence on our mood, our kind of motivations, even our behavior in some instances, but it also has potential to do less than subtle, I would say even very distinct alteration to our behavior and our beliefs about who we are or the way we are. And I think given time, music changes us. And so in that, I guess I will connect the dots, because it's literally just two dots, basically. Algorithm feeds us music. Music feeds us personality. Now, I guess personality is just shorthand for can change our personality or can change us as people. but I think that really is a real possibility, something we should be aware of. I guess the call to action there would be think about the ways in which the algorithm influences your life, but also think about how in those ways they connect to changes in the way you behave or who you are even. I guess one other quick example that's very, very easy to draw connections between algorithm and um, personal change would be, when people doom scroll, very directly controlled by the algorithm. They can be, I say they, I'm part of they, by the way, can be influenced by the countless videos and things that are shown to us, them, and literally change our minds about things, or influence, if not change our minds about things that we believe and think about and assume about life. So I guess in a sense, we are what we eat, and if we're eating algorithms, which we are, we become a piece of that algorithm, sadly, or goodly, depending on the algorithm, I guess. My basically today was just, well, actually, it wasn't just driving in. Okay, so I continued my trek to Washington. I got to Yakima around a little before 10 as planned. I went to the courthouse. I went to the room where that was identified where to pay my ticket or whatever. They pulled it up. I paid it. It appeared to me that there were minimum three, and it appeared two or three more kind of in the background. People were working in this I don't know, this office that specifically is there to collect payments. And I've left 3 messages this week, none of which were returned. Why is that? I didn't provoke them and even inquire about why they didn't return my calls. None of them looked like they were on the phone. It didn't even look like 2 of them were that particularly busy. They were just kind of sitting at their computers. Just sort of like a slow office space. Very confusing. I paid my thing. I said, hey, will this get to the DOL soon, or how soon? They said within 24 hours. We're emailing them right now. Okay, so this is a weekend, so I won't call them tomorrow. And that sounds, I guess we have a holiday on Monday, so I'll probably reach out on Tuesday and maybe find out that is correct, that maybe my license is reinstated. I don't know. Anyway, that was the beginning of my day, 10 o'clock. And that was the only weird part of the day, really. But there was more to the day, so I continued driving. I got to Olympia, where our location is. I went and did a little bit of droning to get some of that. And then headed to the location to meet up with Freed. We met up with the client. We got our interview stuff set up. Got real scouted on the area. Things are prepped for tomorrow, looking good. Wow, I'm tired. And then, after that, I headed to Brian and Elizabeth's, had dinner with my brother and his wife. That was very cool to catch up with them. Always good to see them. They're doing good. They have a show coming up. They played for me one of her newest songs, 30 Years in the Making. A beautiful piece, wonderful piece of music. So I look forward to seeing how their show goes. And then I came here to Gina's. Got to catch up with an old friend that is visiting. And now I'm calling it a night. And I'm going to sleep very hard, but I have to wake up early for my gig tomorrow. So I got to be sleeping soon. So thanks for tuning in. This ended up being a lot longer than I expected or planned for, but such is the nature of shooting from the hip. Here we have it. Thanks for tuning in. Take it easy. Until next time.